I don't think when it comes to building a creative business and actually going after your goals and your dreams, I don't know if people really understand the sacrifice, right? I don't know if you really understand what it means to lay down the old you in order to reach said goal. I believe a lot of times people overestimate the reward and they underestimate the cost. I I did that too, right? They overestimate what it's going to be when they get there and the life that they envision, and they underestimate the things that they'll lose in the in between time. And that's fair. I think that is something that can definitely happen, but I think we really have to start measuring those costs to reward things, especially if it's something that you truly want to go after. You have to understand the the hidden cost. I'm sorry, y'all, if I got a slight little cold. My allergies might be wilding, so bear with me if it get a little crazy. But I put it like this: say there is a house. Let's take home ownership. When we're younger, it was always, get older, buy a home, buy a home, buy a home. You got to get a home, you got to get a home. And that reward of having a home is amazing, right? A sense of security and safety, a place where you know for sure you can lay your head at, that you can call your own. And that's something that people overestimate. That reward of having a home is something that people overestimate, because the hidden cost of that is, of course, HOA fees, you know, plumbing issues, certain things that you have to like take care of in your house when you need to get it fixed. Like, for example, my mom, her fridge had some crazy leak. She walked in the house and shit was just everywhere, right? Water was everywhere. And she was just like, man, she was like, I love owning a home, but it's all these hidden costs that sometimes we just don't really think about. And that's the same thing with building a business, right? Understanding that you're going to sink so much of your personal funds at the beginning, and you're going to sink so much of your time at the beginning into this thing that it can almost feel like, is this worth me sinking this much sacrifice in this thing without an actual guaranteed outcome? If it's something you truly want, yes, it's absolutely worth it. Because on the other side of that, it's just a mundane thing that you never went, like, that you just continue to do on a daily basis. It's that job that you work at that you truly not happy with, and you're complaining about it, and it's like, but how long are we going to complain, right? How long are we going to not take action? And I think when you start to compare those costs to those rewards in that aspect, then you're like, okay, well, I'll put in that cost. I understand that cost. I want that cost. I'm willing to sacrifice on that end. But it takes that level. It takes that level of dedication and sacrifice. It takes people maybe not liking you, right? For a time being, for a season being. Not because you're not a good person, it's because you're not the same person who they're used to. Because you have to become a different person in order to make that dream come true. You had to be somebody that don't answer the phone every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be somebody that says no to going out. And some people may think it's extreme. Yeah, it's extreme. Because the things in life that we want to have are extreme. They're not normal. They're extreme. And it takes extreme sacrifice. It takes extreme cost. I was just on the phone with one of my homies, and He was asking me how many episodes of Boss Talk did I do before we switched over and, we're no longer doing Boss Talk. I said we did 4 years straight. He said, what? I said we did 4 years straight every Wednesday. Didn't miss a week. 4 years straight. Even if it was a recap episode, even if it was a highlights, 4 years straight. So, and in those 4 years, there were sacrifices being made. Oh man, we got to record today. Do I feel like it? Nah. It's been many a times we would go in there to record and be like, I don't feel like it. Dreams don't feel like waiting on you either, but you got to go after it, right? So I don't think people truly get the sacrifice. It sounds good in the Instagram quote, right? And then let's not even talk about like when family comes into play. Like when you have a significant other, when you have a child, when you have people you need to take care of. What do those sacrifices look like? Now, mind you, I don't have those things yet per se. I have certain family that I want to take care of, and it's tough when I reach a point when I can't help them in certain ways because I have to put the business first. I think it's regulating your yeses and regulating your nos. Really understanding what your yeses are. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. Right? Because everything that you say no to, you're saying yes to. And everything you say yes to, you're saying no to something else. Right? You might say yes to that 3-day weekend with your homegirls or your homies. But you're saying no to 3 days of like dialing in on your business, figuring out your SOPs, figuring out your P&Ls, understanding your strategy, understanding your content, and understanding the metrics. You're saying no to going to that gym a couple extra days when you know you need a little bit extra cardio to get it in. You're saying no to those things. So how many times are we going to say yes to the things that aren't going to add to us and no to the things that do add to us? We can't do that because that's the cost, right? You want to get in shape. It sounds good, right? The reward, overestimating the reward is beautiful, right? Healthy skin, feeling good, feeling light on the feet. The reward is great. Well, let's talk about the hidden costs. Long hours in the gym, not knowing what to do, risk of injury if you're not stretching the right way, the amount of time it takes to really see the results in the gym. But what we got to do, we just got to keep showing up. We just got to keep showing up, right? And part of being a creative is like you got to find ways. You got to find ways to keep showing up, keep doing what you need to do, keep understanding the landscape that you're in, keep understanding what it takes. And what it takes may change depending on the season. In one season, it might take you getting off of social media for a little while. In another season, you might be able to be on there. Create, not consume. Create, not consume. The cost of consuming, it's a lot. The cost of consuming will have you down bad, crashing out. You need to create and keep creating and keep going harder and keep understanding who you are, right? A lot of people that have watched us over the years seen the dedication. Like everything that we did, it didn't come overnight. It took sacrifice. It'd be times I would get off work, tired, gotta go film a skit, right? Gotta show up and be my best. It's just what we gotta do. Gotta use the last of the money to get the camera, to get the lens, to take care of taxes, to do whatever you gotta do. Damn, I'm down bad. Oh well, gotta figure it out. There was a time we ate pancakes for a week. Why? That's the cost. That sounds crazy right now, but that was the cost. Because you just got to do what you got to do. And it's a path that not a lot of people want to take because they understand that, oh shit, I got to become a person that doesn't do the things that I'm happy doing right now, that I enjoy doing right now. I got to become the lone wolf. I got to go on this road that feels like it never ends. Growth never ends. Getting better never ends. And I'm going to continue to give you this message because I believe in whoever's watching this. If you're watching this right now, I believe in everything you're doing. I believe in who you are. I believe in that business that you're building. I believe in that creativity that you got in you because I got to believe in you. Sometimes you got to have somebody else believe in you before you believe in yourself. And if you're watching this video here, then I know that you're a person who understands the cost, who understands the sacrifice. And you may have needed this message. I hope you needed this message. I hope you needed to, you know what? I needed that. I needed that kick in the ass real quick. I needed that battery put in my back. Hey, because I still need the battery put in my back sometimes. Our mentor, our mentor put the battery in our back this summer. He really sat us down. That might be a whole nother video. I'll tell you like some words from my mentor that really like, he shook us up. Shook us up, sat us down and said, hey, who you want to become? Act like everything's being taken away from you. Because if you don't act like it's being taken away from you, guess what? In reality, it will be. Because that's the type of sacrifice. When you want to do your own thing, and when you want to have time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, it's like nothing else matters but what you got to do to be your best self. But it starts here. Yeah. It starts here. It starts up top. Once you get this going, everything else flows out of it. The universe, it starts here. The all is here. The cause and effect is here. As above, so below. So below, as above. It starts here. You can't have anything in this world if you don't get your vibrations right here. So become that business owner that I know you are. Become that full-time creative that I know you are. And this ain't no video saying go quit your job and do all that. But if you at a job, stop complaining. See how you can utilize it to leverage towards your business. See how you can make sure it's the best thing ever. Because when you putting complaining energy out and complaining frequency out, you lowering your vibration, and you're not going to be able to get what you need to get because you lowering your vibration. It's an emotion. It's energy in motion, which is a thought. So watch how you putting that energy in motion. That energy need to be different. That energy need to be on the sacrifices that you need to be making for your family. For those people that you love. We're not doing it to serve ourselves. We're doing it to serve the people around us. The minute you learn to serve the people around you, the minute your life change. That's why I'm so excited. I'm so excited to keep building. I'm learning every day. I'm growing every day. And everything I learn, I'm going to give to you guys. If I get knowledge and I do hold it, that's vanity. I don't need to do that. I don't need to keep it for self. I need to get the knowledge, give it to you guys, and hopefully it inspires somebody to get out there and get to it. And I'm going to keep getting knowledge and give it to you guys. I'm going to keep learning. I'm going to give it to you guys. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to give it to anybody that wants to keep learning, keep growing. But yeah, man, that's the video for today. Don't overestimate the reward and underestimate the cost. Remember that. Think about that with everything you do. Do not overestimate the reward and underestimate the cost. I believe in you. I love you. Continue to keep growing. Continue to keep going. We're going to continue this video diary series. I'm loving it already. I just like getting these words out, man, in whatever way I can. If this helped, man, leave a comment below. Make sure if you haven't subscribed, you tap into the High Frequency newsletter. Every week we dropping more gems. We getting more in depth. We learning more. We growing more. We giving tips, tricks, whatever it is. So make sure you tap into the newsletter. And I'll see y'all next video, man. Be at a high frequency.